Alright guys, what's going on? This is what we got going on today. So I was up at Lowe's last week and I was looking at some lumber so I could do the back, and this is just some top choice frickin' Douglas fir, just cheapo. But they had I looked at the 12, so this is 2 by 8 by 16, and I was looking by 2 by 8 by 12s, and they were like almost $10 a piece. And these were actually they were like $7. So then I was like, okay, I could swing that. It shouldn't be too much, and I'll just cut them down. I'll have extra wood. Maybe I could, cut strips so I can make a little, I don't know, maybe make something for the sides or something. Anyway, so I looked online today, just double checking the price, and they're like, there was a special because of Black Friday. So I got them for $2.50 each. So I got 11 of them. So that should take up my area. So I got 11 of these. I got 3 boxes of screws. I think I'm gonna need 1 more box of screws, maybe even 2. They're like $7 a box, but I saved with these. And so these they go through wood and metal. So it's like a self-tapper. So I got 2 3/4, which should be enough. So should have plenty going through everything there. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, so everything here was like 50 something bucks, $54 I think, with the screws. And so these are approved for treated lumber. And so with the wood, I think what I'm going to end up doing, and I don't mean, it seems like the cheapest way, and I've got some, but people do the used oil thing where they treat it with the used oil. They do used oil mix it with some diesel fuel or whatever. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still researching it, but I may go that route or whatever's the cheapest to treat it. But tonight I've got to cut these down, because even on special the 12-foot ones were still like $10. They didn't change, so it was the 16-footers. So I figured, what the hell, it's cheaper and I'll have extra wood, so it's gonna be awesome. So what I'm gonna do tonight, I think I'm gonna try to cut these down. Probably have to hand saw them, since I don't know, shouldn't take too long. Then I got to get these out of here, so I'm probably just gonna hammer them off. So I might do that first before I start making a bunch of noise. Or, so I don't make a bunch of noise later. But yeah, so we're gonna redeck on the cheap. So this video is gonna be all about redecking. So let's get busy. Alright guys, so this is the back of one of the planks. I had to cut a piece off to kind of fit that middle board here. But let me show you this side. Look at how good that looks. Now this is all I did right here, is I painted it with just some frickin' used LS engine oil, motor oil. Yeah, all I did, I didn't cut it or nothing. All I did was just dump some on and brushed it on with a little brush. And I did this last night, and it's soaked in. I mean, it's still a little wet, but I'm sure it's going to get nice and dry. And I just was watching some videos last night, some old timers painting a fence, and it lasted forever. Some of the people, they cut it down with diesel fuel or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to no, hell no. I'm just going to paint it like that. Let it dry a couple, because it don't really, I mean, it smells a little bit like, at the surface, it smells like oil, used oil. But I think this looks really good. And all I did, I just kind of dumped it on, and I've seen guys who have used this method and then I've cut it down with something. I've seen actually I watched this one video of this old dude, and he just took used and painted his fence, and it was like really dark, but man, after like a week, it just looked so awesome. And he showed a picture of a fence that he did like 20-30 years ago and did the same method on it, and it worked out. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go out and figure out which way the boards are going to be orientated. And I'm just going to go out and really quick paint the bottoms and the sides and the ends, and then that way I can turn them over. I can let them sit for a little while today, and then I can turn them over, and then I'll screw them all down, and then I'll do the top side of it. And it's not really hard to do, and it doesn't really take that long. So that is it. But yeah, so you can see the difference here. So there's that. And then look at that, man, that looks good, doesn't it? So I think the truck's gonna look awesome. So that is all. Let's get started. I went and got a big cheap brush, and we're just gonna lather it up and see what the hell happens. Alright guys, so pretty awesome. Got them all done here. So they're just chilling. So I did the backs and the sides and the ends of all of them. I forgot these. I had to do them real quick. So these are the ones that are going to be going through the middle there. But yeah, I mean, shit. It went on easy, went on smooth. And it's just kind of like chilling. I mean, it's soaking in. It's just going to take a little time to soak in. But hell yeah. So I mean, I don't even think I used a little more than a half a gallon. So I'm gonna let these chill, and then tonight, and I didn't really get much drippage. I mean, I got a couple, some of this is from before, but I got just a couple of drips. That's about it. So I'll throw some kitty litter down later, but I mean, I get more when I change an oil, you know what I mean? Yeah, so shit, I don't know, the wood looks good, man. That freaking burnt Mobile 1, man, you can't beat that. I mean, you can see the definite contrast there. There's it in the sun. Yeah, that's cool. See how it looks when it's dry. So that one looks really awesome. It's kind of got like that, I don't know, that black in it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so they're chilling. I'm gonna go inside. A little work done. All right, guys. My lights are warming up here. We're gonna get an early start on it. So. Yeah, so you can see here how it's, I don't know if you can see that, you probably can, but there's a little bit of wetness, you can see there, a little bit of wetness, but once I flip it over and screw them, I mean, it's not going to be enough to like drip all on the ground or anything, and that's fine with me. So I know that they got a good coating, but it's just soaking in slow, so they're probably still, I'd imagine they're probably wet, you know, or, you know, at least somewhat damp. But anyways, yeah, so I kind of had them laid out as they went, so then this one starts all the way over here, so that's how I'm going to put them in. So I'll flip them over, put them in place. I'm probably going to start with the I'll just start with one end, and then I can see what I'm doing, and then I'll just kind of go along, I guess. I think that's like the easiest way. I don't know. And then in the middle here, I know I did these 3 boards. Depending on how much spacing I have, I may just run up and get another board, and then that way I can just run like a solid board all the way from front to back. So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, this stuff's pretty thick, and it's only hanging over a little bit, so I mean, I imagine I could step on it or something. I mean, the truck's going to be on the edges, so I mean, I guess maybe if I loaded something heavy in the middle, I might have an issue, but probably not. I mean, these things are spaced pretty close together, and it's not like a car trailer to where they're kind of weak. I mean, it's pretty strong stuff. So anyway, so let me get this, we'll start getting it in place and see how it comes out. I'll put you on the GoPro. Alright guys, I wanted to bring you in here. Just one of my GoPros is charging right now, and the other one, I don't know, I think the battery like took a dump. But anyways, so I want to show you what's going on here. I've got enough screws to kind of do it this way, and so I'm doing all of them with 2 screws at the ends, and then I'm staggering them, so they're staggered over here, but then they're staggered on the inside over there. Here, let me show you. I'll walk down. So you got there, these are all staggered onto the left side of the board, and then these are all staggered on the right side of the board. Just working out good. I think that's plenty. These screws are really nice. Let me show them to you. But they go right through the wood, and then they put some pressure on the drill, man, and they go right through. These are nice screws, man. I dig them. Anyways, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So just 2 here, and you can see it's pretty good fit. You know, I mean, ain't the greatest thing in the world, but she's coming along. So the back here, they're a tiny bit off, but not too bad. But anyways, I am going to continue on, and I'll show you when we're all done here before I stain. Alright guys, well I got it all laid down. So the only concern I have is with these ones here, and like I can walk over them all and like put weight on it, but they do move a little bit. So I just kind of put it in for a filler for right now, and then when I get time I'll run up and get another board and I'll coat it up and pop it in. But ain't nothing gonna be driving up on here, you know what I'm saying? So I'll know what board it is. So anyways, yeah, so everything fit pretty good. I started from this side, and the reason why I did that is I don't want to lay them all on here, because then, you know, I thought sometimes, you know, I might lose my line, and I didn't want to have that issue. So I started over here, so it looks really good, and then I got over about here, and then you can see I got a space here because I have, you know, when I had initially laid them in, I had a little bit of a gap between them. So I don't know, I'm really not sweating it. It doesn't really look that bad, but you know, this one here, I had to space it, and this is why. As you can see down here, it's actually like cut crooked. So you see how tight that is there, how loose that is there. So anyways, I had to leave a little bit of gap for that, and then I just left a little bit more gap here just so it like fills a little bit of this gap here. But I mean, I don't care. The wheels of the truck are actually going to be probably somewhere around here, like side to side. So probably going to be like here. So they're not gonna, it's not gonna like be like it's all the way at the edge. So it's gonna be like in here somewhere. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, I think it looks pretty damn good. Well, it's not treated right now, so I'm gonna get going with my paintbrush here and brush it on, and then hopefully, like, you know, a couple days it'll look real good and it'll be dry to the touch, and we did it on the cheap, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I dig it. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. Get this done, maybe drive it around a little bit tomorrow. Hell, who knows? But anyways, I'm gonna get up here, turn some old country music on, and get to painting some oil on this mugger. So anyways, all right, here we go. Alright, well, she's decked, so there it is. You just seen it in fast motion. Sorry I didn't get video of laying the planks down and screwing them in, which is, you know, it's freaking, you can imagine what that entails. It's just, you know, anyways. It kind of sucks about this gap, but I mean, to put it in perspective, I really don't care, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's like, no big deal. Everything should be plenty of strong. So I mean, when I drive the truck up, like, there's no way I'm ever going to be driving over this one. I am going to replace this, but it's like the truck is always going to be like here or over, here or over, you know what I mean? That's always going to be in the middle. So if it can support me, I'm like 220 pounds. So but yeah, so we'll see how it looks after it dries. I did that one in the garage that I showed you. It's starting to look pretty cool. I'll show you that tonight. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I missed a little spot there. Let's touch that up. Or maybe it just dried. I don't know. But yeah, so kind of is what it is. Let's see. Maybe I need to. Maybe I do need to. I don't know. It looks kind of. Is it dark? I don't know. Maybe it just dried. Who knows? Oh well. Anyways, I'll touch it up later. But this is it. So yeah. So tell me what you think. You know, like, I think I bought a paintbrush, so it probably took my total up to like $64 to do the whole thing with this. So yeah, so we'll see how this stuff comes out once it's all on. But I mean, oil's oil. It's going to protect the wood from the sun. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think once it soaks in, the wood's going to be fine. So, but yeah, I mean, shit, it looks pretty good. So that's it. So I'm going to go in, but we're making progress on this sucker, man. Sooner or later, K10 to be on the back of this thing. So probably going to sand this up, paint it black, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do up here. I was thinking about just doing a piece of angle over here, then that way it don't look too funky. So I might just do that. Then maybe, you know, maybe I'll put a couple screws through it, through the angle, put like a plate so it kind of pulls that little area straight. But, yeah, and then I gotta get my plate here and then get a toolbox. So that's coming soon. But she's decked. I think it came out all right. Can't wait to get the truck on here and or haul something. So, you know, when I haul dirt, I'll have to haul it on this side since I got a couple gaps over there, so I have to remember that. All right, guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to be a part of the CarburetorSuck.com garage family, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. You guys take care. Have a good night.